About his music stuff. Are you at this point like at some point in your childhood do you start getting more interested in creating music? Are you fascinated by dancings and graffiti arts or other elements and stuff?
All right. Well, so, all right. So I was big on dancing when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like I used to be able to do the Thriller dance like down pat, bro. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy. I can't do that worth of shit now though. I was shorter back then. Yeah, no, man. I don't know, I just always enjoyed music, man. You know what I mean? I've always been like a collector of shit too. Like as early as I can remember, I was always trying to collect things. You know what I mean? And like get series of things. Like what started with like hockey cards, and then it got into like Pokemon cards or like fucking Pogs was first. You know what I mean? And then Pokemon cards, and then like video game systems. I used to like to try to build the systems and have as many games as possible.
You
And,
say
like we're
build the
talking like
system?
NES, not build. Like get everything, you know what
Okay,
I
okay.
mean? And build like the resume of systems, like
All right,
like
all right. I feel
start with
what you're
the
saying.
regular NES, get the Super, then get the Sega, and then go back and get like the Intellivision and get the Atari. And like I was big on just collecting shit, and so I collected CDs. Like from my first CD, once I got it and started playing the shit out of
What
it, I
was your
just went
first
on
CD?
rampage collecting. Big Shiny Tunes too,
Right,
from
you
Much
said that
Music.
before.
Yeah.
And that's like fucking early on in 97, so you're like 10ish. And
Yeah,
so
yeah, that. Oh no, you know what? That was the first brand new CD I ever got. Not the first CD I ever got. That was the first brand new CD I ever got. I bought CDs before that at like garage sales, and like cash converters used to be around back then. You get $3 CDs and shit. You know what I mean? But that was the first. That was the first brand new CD I ever got. I got it for Christmas, I think, or my birthday or something.
right.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
can't
dope.
remember my very first CD. I can't remember my very first one, but I used to have like cassette tapes of stuff I'd rip from my brother. I would snag my brother's CD sometimes and stuff like that. But yeah,
So no, that's dope, man. I really like this because we're talking about kind of the way it used to be. Like I know what it
yeah,
is
yeah,
to like I used to dub out the radio, with the
yeah, man,
fucking set.
yeah,
And so like
bro, sitting by the dial just waiting to hear. So like, you know what I mean? That record came on, and you might miss the first 3 or 4 seconds, but you catch it. You know what I mean? And your mom call you, and you're like, hold on, I'm doing something.
yeah, I remember that. But that's why it's
Yeah.
cool to talk about it. Is people love fucking nostalgia, but also as I talk to the young people, not everybody lived that life. By
They don't know
contrast,
what it
they're
was like,
like,
man.
nah,
They
they're
don't
blessed,
know.
my guy. Imagine being like 9 in YouTube. It's like a blessing.
How No, do you know what it is, man? Like it's like this, bro. Like we grew up with the internet, right? So like I don't know about you, but I watched a lot of porn in my day, bro. And like it's at the point now where like at my age, like I can't even watch porn, bro. It doesn't do nothing. My imagination do more for me. Like I'm so desensitized to this shit. I've seen literally everything happen that can happen, even the deepest depths of things I never wanted to know could happen. You know what I mean? You've seen it all, bro. And it desensitizes you. It's like, all right, like, you know what I mean? And like, I don't think overexposure thing is necessarily good for young, impressionable minds, man.
Mm.
And the internet does that. Like, that'll, for one, I think you're going to see a lot. Like, it might go one or two ways, but like, I don't know, man. You kill imagination and oversaturate people with too much. I don't know, man. I think it. I don't know if that's the greatest thing in the world. I personally don't.
So,
But
well, I talk to the 20-year-olds a bit now, and when I
yeah,
talk to them, it's astounding how like not what I think they were. They are. Like it's more like that kid grew up listening to Biggie and Lil Wayne at the same time and ingesting both,
yeah.
and then he also grew up with Nickelback, and then he also grew
Well,
up
it's like,
with all this other shit, and then they
yeah,
also grew
yeah.
up with politics, and then they also grew up with a lot of knowledge, and it turns out that they're like really good marketers. Actually, that's what really impresses me. Is they're like
Well, yeah, because that's the
marketers
age.
in an
That's the
era where
age,
it's
man.
like a relevant skill.